Hello and welcome to this beautiful morning. I'm in Forres in Scotland and I'm presenting a video on the heart protector. In Oriental medicine, the heart protector is quite literally that which protects our heart in human relationships, in relationship to our environment sometimes, and also in relationship to ourselves. And so here, when we're contemplating the end of lockdown and perhaps the end of isolation, we want to take care of our hearts because perhaps they don't want to open so quickly. Perhaps they're still a little protected, especially if we've been on our own for a long time. And then again, perhaps they want to open fully, quickly. And so the first movement we're going to do is just checking in energetically to how we are in the sense of opening our hearts. The rest of the form is taken from the art of Jinshin and Qigong, those two Oriental medical protocols together. And I'm finding it a really useful tool to gently shift my boundaries back into what we might call normal interaction with each other. So the sacred sites that we're going to be working with, the positions and the places on our body. The first one is the lower rib cage, for those of you who are Oriental medical practitioners. That's liver 14. In the art of Jinshin, it's area 14 for integration. And so for integrating our experience of lockdown, not forgetting that some of those experiences will have been new or beneficial, and some of them not so, but all perhaps valuable. And the next site is here on the elbows. It's on the elbow crease and on the outside. So that's the next site in the body. Then we go to the sitting bones, the back of the legs, and at the top of the thighs at the back, the sitting bones. We're going to be working with the palm center point here, pericardium 8, and then the ring finger. Thank you. And so first of all, adopting standing like a tree. Feeling the feet on the ground, top of the head towards the sky, and the breath in the lower belly. And gently connecting with your heart center. So somewhere in the middle of your chest where you feel to be your heart center. And we're just going to do this movement here where we open and close, but with real consciousness as to how much we want to open. So feeling the energy that's around that upper energy center. Maybe even bouncing on it a little bit, or staying still, like this. Maybe opening a little more. How does that feel? And then bringing it all back. Gently feeling the energy around the heart and how, if at all, it wants to be held. Coming back to standing like a tree. Feet around, shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Arms a little away from the sides of the body so that chi can circulate around as well as through us. And then taking the hands just opposite the lower rib cage. And letting the hands breathe with the lower lungs. So feel the air coming into the lower lungs and the hands move away. And then as they empty out, let the hands come back together towards the lower rib cage. So breathing in and breathing out. Gently, once again, exploring where the boundaries are in this part of the body. And then exploring a little bit more of an opening. So from this area, press one palm to the earth and one to the sky, in a very classic Qigong movement, but focusing still on this lower rib cage area, liver 14, the area of integration of experience. Moving along the vertical axis of us, up to the sky with one hand. Gently breathing with this movement, breathing in as the hands expand that area into the environment around us, breathing out as they come back. And it may be that you want to make that movement really small, quite small, and it may be that you want to make that movement expansive, but whatever you do, keep everything open, so it's not a question of lifting the shoulder. Just keep soft even though you're expanding. Explore the boundaries of you. And stopping there for a moment. And just noticing whether the hands have landed in the same position. So for me, they've landed a bit further away from the body, suggesting that my energetic field has expanded slightly, which is often the case when we're doing Qigong. And then coming to the fold of the elbow with the web of the thumb and the index finger like this. So we adopt a cross hands stance. And we can cross that in front of the heart center again, like so, literally protecting the heart, softly, softly. And then coming back to that integrative area in front of the lower rib cage. And now we're going to go to the sitting bones. So locate them in your mind, the very top of the midline of the back of the legs. And slightly tuck your tail down. So imagining you have a taproot attached to your tailbone. And it's going deeply down into the earth. And now just think about the thumbs for a moment. So the hands now are full of qi. Thousands of times more than usual, apparently, when you measure it. When you measure bioelectricity emanating from the hands. So we're really building up biomagnetism, especially in the palms of the hands. And imagine that the thumbs are like two acupuncture needles, so they can precisely project qi. And then we're going to, wherever you land, it doesn't matter, we don't need to be precise, but take one thumb to where we think the sitting bones are at the back. However is comfortable is fine. And then we do this movement again. So we take one thumb, the thumb behind to the sitting bone and the other hand up, collecting yang energy from the sky. And then we come back to that integrative area. And then on the other side. Breathing in. And then following the out breath out. And as usual, following your natural given rhythm of breath. And one breath may not be the same as the next. And you can start to turn slightly as well. So you're looking in imagination at the hand behind you. You can start to get closer to the ground. And if it's not comfortable for you to twist, then simply stay in the vertical and doing the movements. Thinking about the sitting bones, thinking about the area in the lower rib cage, connecting the two. And then back again to that area. And now we do pushing hands, so focusing very much on the center of the palm of the hand. One palm of hand connects to the earth, picking earthy energy up. The other pushes towards the horizon, but softly. No efforting. The horizon is forever rolling towards us, so it's coming anyway. We're just receptive. Receptive to change and possibilities. And then integrating the two. So we do this action like picking an apple, and then we bring it all back to the lower rib cage. And then you go on the other side. So one palm to the earth, one to the horizon. Picking apples, bringing it all back. Palm to earth and palm forward. Breathing in, this is the in-breath, full of air here, empty of air as you come back. Here you're empty of air. And stopping for a moment, and the hands are opposite the lower rib cage. And then closing the hands and just taking hold of the ring finger, it doesn't matter which hand, and placing the hand, holding the ring finger over the lower belly, just below the navel, in the lower energy center. And spend some time breathing into that area. Thank you.